This is excellent. Welcome back, fishies. Today, this is story time. I was going to tell you about how I got started cooking. It might sound funny to some of you guys, but what it was is, I didn't like being outside in the cold and I didn't like being outside in the heat. I'm just one of those kind of kids. So what I did was I volunteered to do all the grunt work in the house, like shelling the peas, shucking the corn, smashing the grapes, peeling tomatoes, all the grunt work they didn't want to do when they were doing the canning and different stuff. So as I got a little older, the other cousins, hey, they didn't want to go outside either, but it was too late. I had already learned the routine. I already knew what they was doing. They didn't have to teach me. So guess what? The other ones had to go outside. Yeah, I wasn't very nice because I stood in the door when it was cold. I was like, it's cold out there. It's cold. I said, but then it was hot. I'd be in the window like, oh, oh, and knowing I was in the house in the air conditioning. That wasn't fun for them, but you know what? Everybody, that's me. I really got into it, when I started tasting. But those ladies back there, they didn't measure. My grandma and them didn't measure. My aunts, they just, oh, put it in your hand. And they would just take the salt and pour it over in there. So I tried to get the recipes a little better. So I tried to measure it and then I end up having to add a little more. But you know what? Even those professional chefs, sometimes they wing it. You watch the Food Network, they do it all the time. They wing it. They pouring it in. They ain't measured nothing. They're eyeballing it. Yeah, eyeballing. That's what they call it. But you know what? That's what now the old chefs, that's what they called it too. The old cooks, those were the best chefs. And everybody knew it. Big mamas. Everybody had a big mama. And she could cook. And like my grandfather told me, everybody can cook. And that's true. I can cook, but some of my cousins, they did their best. And in the South, they say, bless their heart. But I'm the most northern grandchild they ever had. I didn't go down south. Not me. It was too hot. I stayed up here. Like I said, I volunteered for all the grunt work. That's how I became a good cook. Fairly decent. I used to cater parties every now and then. People kind of soured me on that. They didn't want to pay me for my time. They wanted the best of the food. They wanted everything nice. But when it came down to paying, something for nothing. That's why now I only do it for friends and family. People that really enjoy it and to have a nice time. You know what? There is someone here that I'd like to introduce, Miss Dottie. She's not a cooker, but she does her best. And you know what? She has some things that she does really well. And you know what? That's all we can ask. How about it, Miss Dottie?
Well, I can't cook a lick.
Yes, you
If
can.
it's not microwavable, it's not cookable. I'm not fronting. I'm not fronting. If the kitchen did not have a sink, a refrigerator, and a stove, it'd be a whole different room. I'm trying to tell you, cooking is not my cup of tea. But I don't mind cleaning. I clean all day long. But you put me in that kitchen and think I'm fit to cook something. I'll tell you a time. I did try to cook a little something. Girl, I didn't know pasta. I did not know pasta kept growing. I had no idea. I was going to cook some spaghetti, but I see now it didn't work out for me. It did not work out for me at all. So I know now pasta grows, and you cannot put a whole box of pasta in a pot. Oh, I know now. So that's why I choose not to cook. Thank God Jesus let me marry a man that say he's a chef. Well, all his food doesn't always taste good, but he will never know that. Because I just want to keep him in the kitchen. If you tell somebody their food doesn't taste good, do you think they'll go back in the kitchen? It makes me wonder. Because I never want my husband to stop cooking in the kitchen. How will we eat? McDonald's?
That McDonald's isn't bad, but Sandy don't, Miss Esslin don't eat at McDonald's.
Yeah, but did you hear that the food is fake? Yeah,
Yeah.
that meat is fake.
Well, I don't eat there, so I wouldn't know.
Nothing is like it was in 2019.
No.
Those was the good old days. Those was the good old days. 2019 was the good old days, and I don't care if don't nobody agree with me. I don't see nothing that was the same of 2019.
You know, you're right, because that was pre-COVID. Nothing has been
But
the
we didn't even
same.
know we had it good. We was too busy complaining. I want, I need, I gotta have. I want, I need, I gotta have. And all the time, we had everything we needed. We didn't even know it.
Didn't we?
Didn't even know it. Didn't even know it. When the attack of the virus came, we act like we lost our minds.
But you know what? Fresh fruits and vegetables help people get better.
Yeah. Does it really? Is it real? Or is it fake?
No, you know
You
what?
just don't know anymore.
They do have that GMO seeds out
I'm
there.
just saying.
People
You
have
just
to beware.
saying, girl, I just be everything is questionable. I'm just saying the air I'm breathing is questionable. The water I'm drinking is it questionable.
Yes.
I'm just saying, is the food that I'm looking at, is it real? I'm just saying, the people that serving it to me, are they kind? I don't think so, but they sure want that tip.
Yes,
Girl,
90% of them.
I just think the whole world. I don't know if it's me or is it just what I'm looking at. Have everybody lost their mind? Because it seems like nobody want to correct nobody. You see them talking crazy, but don't nobody want to correct it. You see them moving crazy, but don't nobody want to correct it. You see them acting crazy, but nobody want to correct it. I don't understand it. It's almost like it's okay to be a fool. And I know we're fools some of the time. But Miss Sandy, oh, did I say Sandy? I'm sorry.
I didn't hear
I
that.
didn't hear it. I didn't hear it.
I heard Essie.
I didn't hear it. We all are fools some of the time, Miss
Estlin.
Estlin.
You know what?
But we don't have to be a fool all of the time.
Oh no, that's like the part-timers. We have part-timers, but not all-timers. Remember, part of the time, sometimes we can't. I know I'm guilty of it.
Okay, well, okay. You call yours part-timers. I'm just going to call mine sometimers. Because, girl, it's more of a sometime than it is a part-time. I'm just saying.
Yes, it is.
And what makes it so bad? And people get mad because they're getting older. I think it's a gift getting older. I don't care about the aches and pains and all that. 9 out of 10, we did it to ourselves.
Yes, we did.
9 out of 10, we did it to ourselves. Majority of people that are angry out there, that is mad out there, that is not kind, majority, not all, but majority of them is constipated. Oh, what? What?
Fresh fruits and vegetables.
All right now. All right.
That'll unplug them. Yeah, they eat their fresh fruits and vegetables. That will unplug them. You know that? But you know, some people, stress can cause them not to, the body to function right. If everybody go, woo, woosah, every once in a while, you feel better. Find a stress reliever. Like me, I have a waterfall at home with elephants climbing up to the top. It's just the soothing of the water.
Well, I have the soothing of the Lord breathing on my back, down my spine.
Good. Everybody
and
needs
it's a
something.
beautiful, soothing